Hi, and welcome to the video for the energy transformation exploration. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps, and then there'll be questions that we'll answer together at the bottom. It is your responsibility that as we go, you put the answer to the questions. All right, I've already done the setup. Now I'm on to step 2, exploring the effect of mass on potential and kinetic energy. In this step, we're going to change the mass of the skater and see what happens to the kinetic and potential energy of the skater. So I've clicked on my bar graph so I can see the kinetic energy and potential energy levels. Right now, the mass is in the middle. I'm going to put it on slow motion just to make it easier to see. I move my skater to the top of the ramp, so I want you to notice the potential and kinetic energy. So this is the potential and kinetic energy for medium mass. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's the first one done. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat this with a skater of a different mass. So here it's telling me in step 2 to increase the mass of the player. So I'm going to make the mass larger. And I can do that over here. So it was on medium, I'm going to move it to large. Okay. I'm going to start all over again. Now I have a larger skater. So here we go, put it at the top. Look at the potential energy values. Here we go. That's it for step 1. Now we're moving on to step 3. For step 3, what we're going to do is explore the transfer of potential and kinetic energy. So what we're going to do is we are going to click the green skater icon at the top and observe the relative potential and kinetic energy as the skater moves down the ramp. Then we'll answer questions 4 through 6. I'm going to keep the mass on large. So as my skater moves down the ramp, I want you to pay attention to what happens to the potential and kinetic energy values. Okay, so here we go. So you're going to pay attention to the potential and kinetic energy. Right now the potential is all the way at the top. Let's see what happens. Let's see that again. When my skater is at the top, we have the maximum potential energy. As the skater slides down, the potential energy goes down and the kinetic energy goes up. Now we're on step 4. We're going to explore the change in speed. So in this step, we are going to monitor the speed as the skateboarder skates down the ramp. Then we'll answer questions 7 through 9. I'm going to reset my skater. Here we go. And I'm going to put the speed on. What we're going to pay attention to here is the speed of the skateboarder as the skateboarder moves down the ramp. Okay, pay close attention. Here we go. That was too fast. Let's slow it down and repeat it. So again, Watch what happens to the speed as the skateboarder skates down the ramp. In this last part of the lab, we are going to calculate the potential and kinetic energy of our skateboarder. We will do this by filling out this table. We will fill in the height of the ramp at the top and the bottom. We will determine the speed of the skateboarder using the speed dial. Each of the long lines represents 1 meter per second, and the little lines are half. For example, this would be 5.5, and here would be 7.5 meters per second. So we're going to calculate the height and speed at both the top and the bottom of the ramp. After we fill in the table, we're going to calculate the potential energy. Let's go. So I have my grid set up, and here you can see these numbers represent the height. What is the height of the ramp in meters at the very top? Now, what is the height of the ramp in meters at the very bottom? Use the number here. Now that we have the height of the ramp, what you're going to do now is monitor the speed of the skateboarder at the top and the bottom of the ramp. So here the skateboarder is at the top of the ramp. What's the speed of the skateboarder? Okay, I'm going to let the skateboarder go, and now what I want you to do is monitor the speed of the skateboarder when the skateboarder gets to the bottom. All right, what's the speed of the skateboarder at the bottom of the ramp? Remember that the longer lines represent whole numbers and the shorter lines are in between. Now that we have our table set up, what we're going to do now is calculate the potential energy at the top of the ramp and the potential energy at the bottom of the ramp. We will also calculate the kinetic energy at the top and bottom of the ramp. That's it for this video. Get the questions answered in the PlayPosit and submit. Have a quality day.